Today's shelter cat craft will be a rope toy, and the supplies that you will need will be fleece, because that's a very safe material, and scissors. And so the first step is going to be cutting a
buttload of strips of fleece.
Yeah.
I have picked out 3 pieces of fleece that can't really be used for anything else because they're long and thin. I have boring black, I have pleasing blue, and I have these monsters. That one says grr, and this one is all hands. So you have to cut 9 strips of fleece. I will be doing a lot of fast forwarding in this video. So I first just want to get them the same length.
And how long are they going to be?
Well, it's a good question.
Because it does not say in the instructions.
These are for cats. It's going to get much shorter because of the braiding. So I'm just going to cut this length, and if I end up feeling like it's long enough but I haven't finished braiding, I'll just chop it off there. So...
And we are going to modify the instructions a bit.
We are?
Because we are using fleece, not t-shirts.
Oh, that's right, it's a t-shirt.
And also, when making these before, I had the help of a friend who is good with crafts, and she left a lot of dangle at the end of the rope toy so that the cats have something to play with, and I think that would be a nice thing to do. So we're going to try to do that.
Even though I've never made these before.
You've watched them being made.
Woo! Okay. Oh, there's paper here that I could have cut. So, I can't use this side because a monster took a bite out of it. So I'm going to use this side. It's got the, I don't know what to call that, curvy edge. I thought about cutting that off.
I think it adds...
I'm going to...
I thought it would add like flair to it.
This one, no, I'm just cutting this because it's curved here.
And these instructions come from Pets in Need, and you can see from the diagrams how it'll start and how it proceeds and the end. But like I said, we're going to leave a little bit more at the end like this. At least that's the intention.
Okay. Let's start with the black, which is still curved. I think I'll just, what's the best way to do this? If you got really good scissors.
And we have craft scissors, so they are good scissors.
New craft scissors. If you have good craft scissors, you could cut what I want. So I'm going to, again, try to even up this edge so it's not.
So this whole video will be about your evening things up rather than actually doing the toy.
It's going to be sped up for us to get through this boring stuff.
Yes, and so occasionally you're going to hear because we're speeding it up.
Yeah.
And the thing is that these rope toys don't have to be any particular.
No.
We made ones that were really short. We made ones that were really long. So you can make them any length. And these are actually good toys for dogs too, especially the longer ones. So it's okay if you end up with ones that are long. But if you end up with ones that are really short, you can still use those for the cats too. Yes, go.
I don't know how wide to make these.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess. And I'm going to try, I've doubled up my fleece to make this quicker. We'll see if that works.
When I have brought these to the shelter, speaking of cats, that was probably our foster cats.
This is horrible, but I will probably use it.
So when I have given these to the shelter cats, I usually start with one that has a lot of dangle at the end, and that allows me to play with the cat. Having the dangle can be the part that they play with, and I hold on to the part that's knotted. But then if I leave something with them, I usually leave them a short one. I don't like leaving things that are long with them because they could be, even if this is safe material, the longer it is, it's still more chance that they could get it wrapped around them. So I leave them with the short toys. So as I said, short and long toys are good. They all have their purpose.
I'm going to give my movie review of Jaws, which I will fast forward through, but those of you who take the time and effort to slow it down will get a little bonus out of this video. I have now 9 strips of fleece. I'm going to put, I don't think it matters, but I'm going to put those in the middle. I don't need the scissors anymore, or maybe I will. Arrange them by groups.
So the next step will be to twist the strips
The
together
fun braiding part.
and tie the tops into a knot.
Oh yes. So, I'm going to, I think the reason you have 9 is just to make the rope thicker. And it's, so you did these, Allison, you did them with 9
Yes.
strips?
Yep.
And you were happy with the results?
Yep.
Okay.
Very happy.
They weren't too thick or anything?
No, and like I said, we actually, I sometimes use them instead of wand toys, especially if I leave some dangle at the end.
Okay.
I hold onto the knot and I let the cats play with the dangle.
Does it look like I'm doing it right so far?
Sure.
This is a lot to twist, tie. I hope you're recording this, because I'm
I
not
am.
doing another one. It's very thick. That's what she said. So you said it was
That a
okay.
reference to the office.
No, you don't have to say what it is. It's a fine, classic joke. Okay, so I left some dangling.
Well, the office has more good stuff to it than just that line.
Okay, I will begin with the braiding, and you're going
Okay,
to
and
not...
then the next step, as I said, is going to be to twist the strips. Oh, we already did that part. Separate the strips into 3 sections and braid.
Yes. I have braided before, despite being a man and not having any daughters.
At what point are you going to continue your Jaws?
I am going to continue the Jaws review here in a minute.
Still seems like well, I guess it's a review summary.
I'm trying to figure out how to arrange these. Okay, so you're grouping them by their colors. I suppose you could alternate them or something and do them that way. But so you're just doing 3 things braided. You're not braiding, all 9 separately. All right, so let's begin. And you're going to try to keep it
Very tight.
tight.
And why would that be?
Because you don't want it all loose.
Yeah.
You're doing it tight because you don't want it loose.
Yeah.
Because it would be, I don't know, it
The
wouldn't
cats
look
would get
good.
their claws
They
into
get
the
stuck.
loose part. They could come apart more easily, maybe.
So, I will try. So, as for Jaws, I think I've done well with the tightness so far, but I'm feeling like, let's see, I'm doing,
I feel like your blue
I
one
think I
kinda
need to
got
do
lost
black here.
there.
I think I'm doing the black. And the blue is turning out much longer. Those of you watching this will be able to see where I went wrong.
Well, and I think every time you make a craft, it's always something, it turns out different. And sometimes it'll give you ideas for something else, and sometimes it won't work. Sometimes you figure out different uses for different ways that it turned out. Yeah. That's part of the fun of making crafts.
Jaws is also... So I should tie this now. I have
Yeah.
a lot of extra blue.
But that's okay. I don't think you need to cut it. It's fun for the cats.
Well, we'll see. Okay, so I gotta try to knot this. Now if I went too far, I can unbraid.
You know, you're basically... why are you cutting that?
Because I want it to be even. This is my rope toy.
Fine.
I want it to be even.
But you are now done.
Look at that.
Yes. So not
I'm-
not quite as much dangling as you could have, but not
I
bad.
think that's a good amount of dangle. I could even
Yes.
these up. One
See-
size longer than the other.
Okay, I want a demo.
Demo.
So what I would do is I would do this, and then the dangle part is what the cats will grab onto.
I think I messed
With
up
this.
here.
And we're at 17 minutes.
Oh, well, I'll be fast forwarding a lot.
No.
I messed up here. I think where I didn't mess up, it was better.
Okay. I'm going to turn this off unless you have anything else to say about Jaws or crafts.
No, watch Jaws. Don't be afraid. All right, here we have kittens who love everything. They will love this toy. Come play with the toy. Ah, get it. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Woo, woo, woo. There are two more kittens who are not, here's one, not interested yet. Look at that toy. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with that toy? Check it out. Here comes the fifth kitten. What do you think? Is that a great toy? That's a great toy. What do you think?